to secure the bolts for the car cam. I didn't actually realise, but we've got 2 cameras. We had one for each car, and when I took them out, the securing nut had fallen off. So and of course when I took them off the windshield, the bolt fell out, but I saw the bolt falling out. The bolt's like 1.5 inches long, so not too difficult to lose that, but I did need to get a couple of nuts. So went down to Ace Hardware, because they have, you can buy onesies and twosies of things, like bolts and screws and stuff, or you can buy packs, but I needed 2 nuts, so I took one of the bolts down there and checked them out and found a couple of nuts, 20 cents each. So now I've got 2 camera mountings fixed, but only one car to put them in. So, as I said, we'll go to the farm at the far end. Although I've half a mind to go to this one, because we do struggle a little to get the trailer out when it's full to capacity, but it doesn't matter, we have to drive out anyway. So this is probably easier because we're accelerating quick for the long leg of the journey. Staying mostly on the road this time. Generally, I do find it easier to drive a truck from the cab rather than third person, but tractor's a little bit more difficult because I can't see what's going on behind me with the equipment on the field. I do remember, I think it was one of Oxygen David's maps, I had to drive in cab whenever I was shipping between points, because he has, a lot of his maps have roads with sort of a tree canopy, and so you can't actually see what you're driving if you're in third person. Alrighty, let's push that button. So 14,000 litres there. It's almost half a tank. How much manure? We've got a goodly amount of manure as well. Unfortunately, I don't know that I've got the capacity at the BGA for manure yet. It's like we've got capacity for 29,700 or 300 litres last I looked. But potentially this may get us, this may delay enough time that there is capacity. What's a convey or even? Very expensive, that's what it is. Yeah, that's big. What is that? Is that an auger? Yes, it's an auger cart for a truck. Oh no, I did see there was another mod that came out this last week. I think it was last week. It's a big auger cart, but it's not designed for driving on fields or anywhere loaded. So what you do is you haul it out to a field, you park it at the side of the field, and you have your chaser bin behind your big tractor that's chasing the harvester and unloading the harvester, and unloads into that big static auger cart. And then you have a truck with a trailer which will load from the auger cart. So you're not left with the situation that, oh, I can't I forgot to get the manure from here. You're not left with the situation where I can't unload the auger cart because the truck's not here. I've always got somewhere where I can unload the harvester and or the chaser bin into, which is a huge capacity, and I can just constantly drive the truck unloading the static bin. Okay, so let's try this again. Probably shouldn't go herring to the yard at 30 miles an hour. All right, here we are again. Alrighty, and that should be that. So yeah, the auger cart that I'm talking about is similar to this thing. So this is designed to drive on a road. You connect to it, the wheel pushes down, and you can drive it to a place. And then you unhitch from it, and it squats down on its rear wheel, so it can't go anywhere. And then you load it with slurry or digestate from a tanker, but then it's sitting at the side of the field, so 65,000 litres. So 2 truckloads would load that up for the most part, and then you can just refill your field slurry tank from that. So every time you run out of slurry, you just shuttle over, pick up some more, and then go back and carry on spreading on the field, and your truck can be hauling slurry from the cow shed or the pig shed to your static tank. Now obviously once you've finished putting slurry on a field, you would empty that tank off and then hitch up to it and move it somewhere else. And that's kind of how this auger cart was designed to work, is you just stick it on a field edge and unload into it and fill your truck from it. But we don't really have a farm big enough to warrant that. Our trucks are I can get almost 3 loads from the auger cart into the truck and almost 2 loads from the harvester into the auger cart. So yeah, I don't really need it. It's like as soon as I filled up the truck can make it back to the farm and back to the field before the harvester's filled off the auger cart. Hang on a minute. Alrighty, I'm back again. So, oops, let's wait for it.
It's a lot already at my house.
Did I say 1 tank of methane? there's a tank of methane and a tank of milk, so we'll do those next. Which will make some money. Pretty sure it won't put us over 2.9 million, but I mean, we got a lot of money, but it now costs so much to run the workers doing things.
Alarm off.
Paul?
Outside, see if I can miss one.
Oh, yes. It's 58. Am I? Yeah. We're still good. So where are we up to? 10:30. We have to turn here. Ooh, crap. So yeah, Mrs. Depending where you live, Mrs. Osa bought a large, heavy guillotine or paper chopper, you know, sort of thing you find in schools where you stack up a stack of papers and you just cut through a stack of papers. So she bought one of those because she's making things, stickers and things. And it's kind of big and it's kind of heavy and we need somewhere to put it. So she figured local auction had a table. So she figured she would put in a bid for the table and see if she could get it. It's just the right size for this big thing, guillotine, paper chopper, whatever. I honestly don't know what they're called in America. In England, we used to call it a guillotine. So she put in a bid for a big table. Well, not a big table, but a sturdy looking table. And she's off to pick that up, and then her friend also wants to go up to the auction and see what's available for next week's bidding. So that's what they're planning to do today, or at least early today, and then later on they're coming home to make Oreo pops and other things, I don't know, and play cards. So Mrs. Osa's friend has a daughter who apparently she's sick today, so she can't come over. But otherwise, the boy who comes over to our place on the weekends, he could have, he sits around and plays with her. So, not a big deal. But, if she's not coming, it does mean we have to keep him entertained. So, we'll probably play a round of. We usually play contract whist. So we'll probably play a round of that. Oh, really? I don't think I've ever come here and had the option to pick up buffalo milk. That might be because I typically grab milk from the other farm first, so when you get here the only option is to finish filling the tank up with milk. Okay, that's not a full load. It's close enough. I'm pretty sure I did buy the Kinlake DLC because it looked good. I'm not going to play that farm, but I do have it. So what I might do on the next farm is have Highlands for if we do get cows, because Highlands are just totally cool cows with the big spikes on their heads and the shaggy fur. I haven't done water buffalo. There's not an achievement for water buffalo, so it's not quite so important to do them. Maybe we'll wait till the next version of Farming Simulator, or if I go for a third season on this Farming Simulator 25, maybe we'll look at a farm that is more appropriate for water buffaloes. Go. And empty that off. So, money income. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, and it's going to rain soon. Well, isn't that unfortunate? Let's check on the weather. The weather says at 6 o'clock tonight there will be rain. Actually, I saw something worrying. There will be tornadoes between 6 and 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So we might not be doing an awful lot tomorrow morning. 39,000, that's good. Okay then, and I might next season we might also do some productions, because we haven't done much in the way of productions on 25. And I specifically, this farm, we obviously we have the BGA, that is a production, but I'm not buying grain mills and oil mills and all the rest of it. We're not doing productions, we are farming. And the only real reason I got the BGA was to give me somewhere to throw the cow byproducts, and also create stuff I can put on the field to reduce my fertilization costs. But that's really all we're doing with productions on this map. Everything else is just agriculture or accidentally animals. I didn't realize the farms here came with animals, so hey, it is what it is. I'm stuck behind slow traffic. And we're really down to the point, if we make 5 million next harvest, we could very well be at the point where I can buy the entire map. And it wasn't a goal at the start of this season, but I think it might just work. It's a small tipper. Okay. I might start hauling soybeans off to the train yard as well. April, maybe not. I think soybean sell date's June, so I don't really have to worry about hauling it. But it's March. We've kind of got the time to do it. But that said, we're planting soybeans and corn during April. We'll be weeding and fertilizing during May, and probably the only thing I have to do in June is cut the grass. So really we've got ample time to do soybean transfers. I hope there's no train. I'm looking in all the wrong places. There we go. I think there are moves afoot to replace railroad crossings like that with arms and lights in the US. Oh, that was one of the events. So we're up in Canada, and I can't remember where we were driving from or to, but driving down, yeah, nice sort of 2 lanes each way, or one line each way. So it was we're stuck. Just a normal, like the road at the top here. Nice fast road, and as we crested a hill, there's a train. So the barriers are down, the red lights are flashing, and it's a big long train, and there's already a queue of traffic there. So we joined the end of the queue of traffic, and we waited, and we waited. We waited, and then the train went by, the barriers went up, and then we drove for like another half an hour or so, and the road we were on pulled up alongside a railroad, and there's a train on the railroad. So I just made the joke, oh, I wonder if that's the train that held us up for so long. And Mrs. Osa looked at it. She said, yeah, I recognise those cars. It's like, oh, okay. So we actually caught up the train eventually, but we'd been round the house, because it was through to, we had to drive through the town, and the train went round the outside of the town. So the train just carried on at the speed it was going, and we were on limited speed limits through the town. But yeah, it was the same train, but it wasn't crossing the road. Yeah, we were just running parallel with it. Actually, it was meandering around the hillside, because trains don't do hills. The engineers will just build the track so that it stays level, and you're just meandering around the hillside at a set elevation. Roads, trucks, they don't mind too much going up and down. Anyway, okay, so that's the methane. It's not quite a full tank, but it's sufficient. And somewhere here is a left turn. Yeah. Okay, that's all the selling things. Oh, I wonder. We might have 2.9 million when we sell this. That will be fun. And we'll just take the tanker back to the farm. Put that away. What did I say? Oh, I was thinking about lime. Again, I wonder if there's going to be a train here. Oh, I wonder if he's going to pull out in front of me. Yeah. Looks like she's off to get the mail. Okay. Oh, hang on. We want to go in here. We get that emptied. And lots more money. So we're up to even halfway. Okay, so definitely 2.9 million. So that's a good start. I might grab the 6R. Oh, we didn't make no. Oh, yeah, we did make 2.9. Okay, that's good. Now we're going to stop by the train. Flashing, we're clear. Not to do 40 miles an hour through town, though. That would be a not great plan. I think the speed limit through town's actually 25. Oh, so our new car has, well, our new old car has GPS navigation. And it also tells me what the speed limit of the road I'm driving on is. And also, how fast I'm going. So I can see, oh, you're on a